top 5 DMV artists.
Wale, Shy Glizzy, Little Fool, Big Flock, Uno.
I could write a freaking essay on this topic. In my opinion, this is my personal opinion. Y'all may hate this list. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna keep it a bean like a potato. I'm gonna keep it a buck like a deer. Here's the thing about the DMV. We have a lot of artists in the DMV. They have great runs. And we can't mistake having a great run as saying, okay, bet. You can be in the top 5 conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Can't even really necessarily do a top 5 because it's so... A top 5 of all time is so... The list will be too stacked. So here's the thing. We're going to do honorable mentions, and then we're going to do a top 10. Honorable mention is Wale and Shy Glizzy. Because there's a ceiling in the DMV. We do know this. That's why a lot of DMV artists have to move and go somewhere else to break that ceiling. If it's already... You already broke that ceiling. You're already considered low-key mainstream. If I can go to Cali, if I can go to doggone Wisconsin, if I can go to Houston, Timbuktu, and they know who you are, and I'm not saying that these other artists, they can't do that, but I'm saying, like, I could go to doggone my uncle that live in North Carolina, and he'll know who Shy Glizzy and Wale is because he's heard their mainstream songs. He heard their mainstream songs. These guys are already mainstream. They're not even on the list because they're already established as an artist. If we talked about their catalog, it would just be a waste of time. You guys are already on the boat. Why are you talking about tickets? Not in order. 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 For the sake of the argument, not in order. At my 1, I gotta put Nino Page. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm biased as possible. Nino's the homie. Y'all know that. Nino is right up under where Shy Glizzy and Wale is. He's at that middle ground. And we haven't seen an artist in that middle ground since, I think, Shy Glizzy and Wale. Nino's at my 1. I got Rico Nasty at my 2. Corday at my 3. Mainstream, sub-mainstream. They're all on that thing. I'm not even gonna say sub-mainstream. They're just right. Didn't Rico Nasty just have a freaking show with Paramore? At my 4, 5, 6, and 7, I have Thrill Black, Cute Fool, Big Flock, and Light Show. Fight me about it. This was the greatest part of the DMV because everybody sounded different. To this day, you will never click on a Cute Fool song and think, is this Trio? You will never click on a Flock song and think, dang, is this Light Show? All of these guys sounded this different. This is DC, Merlin. All of these guys sounded different. Do we have any rappers from Virginia? At my 8, and I'm putting them on the same tab, and you'll see why. I have Zaman and Young Manny. Meezy's is taking over this list, and I'm trying to be unbiased as possible, but it's just, you can't deny generational runs. I may get some backlash for saying this. Zaman and Young Manny created free car music. Meezy's created the music that the DC rappers then took over and it's like if I give you a lizard and then you come back and you have an iguana, you copy my homework word for word. You just created something a little bit bigger than what I created. You put your own little spin on it, but we still in fact was the people that created lizards. At my 9, Swipey. I don't care. At my 10, I got Gunu and Little Dude. If I was to extend this list, this is not in order again. This is not in order. 11 KP, 12 J Chino, 13 No Savage, 14 Gizwap, 15 Breathe 3, 16 Shabazz, 17 Shelly the MC, and 18 I have Baby Ock.